Guys, welcome to my channel, Elevate with Alicia, where I will be talking to you on this channel, everything personal and career success, the biblical way. And I will also be encouraging you to passionately and persistently pursue that God-given purpose. Yes, the one that you were sent here to manifest. Guys, don't worry about the background. I am doing this recording actually from my store location, Millionaire Beauty. Yes, I am an entrepreneur and I am a award-winning author. I'm a transformational coach, and I am also into sales and customer service consulting and coaching. Now, guys, what season are you in? Are you in a season where you feel like you are burnt out and you feel stressed and you feel like you've been self-neglecting? Well, if that is the season that you're in, well, here am I to give you some strategies as to how you can move from that place to live in a more purposeful and a more balanced life. You know, self-care is so very, very important. And, that is why I wanted to start this channel, because I really want us to grow together. I want us to navigate life together. And on this channel, I will be sharing with you tips and nuggets and strategies as to how you can get to that God-given version, to that place, that best version of yourself, to manifest that God-given purpose. And so this video is about 5 strategies. Stay tuned because the last one is going to be the most impactful. 5 strategies as to how you can move from a place of burnout and stress to live in a more impactful and a more purposeful life. Don't go anywhere. And so, guys, the first one that you need to understand is that you must acknowledge your state. Many a times we suppress how we actually feel, and we actually suppress the current state or situation that we find ourselves in. And it's so true, because I have been there before. And so self-awareness, self-acknowledgement, being alert to what is going on in the current space, in your season that you're in, will actually allow you to be propelled to the next season. It is so important that you understand and acknowledge the season, because we live our lives in different seasons. And so what season are you in right now? And it doesn't matter, because if you're in a sad season, if you're in a season where you feel like you could be doing a little better, then acknowledgement of that season is the key thing to get into your next season. And so don't bury it. What are you experiencing now? Sleepless nights? Do you feel anxious? Do you feel fearful about something? Acknowledge that this is how you're feeling. Own up to those emotions, because in order for you to get to the next level, you have to face it so that you can fix it. That's strategy 1. Number 2 is that you have to recognize how you can reconnect with self, how you're able to nurture that inner flame. And when I say inner flame, I want you to go back to when you were younger and think of some of the things that you used to do that used to bring you that peace and joy and that re-energized and renewed your spirit. What are some of those things that you used to do, not that which brought you not happiness, but more joy? And start getting back to those things. In the business of life, with so many things that are coming at us in the different areas of our lives, it is so very easy for us to lose sight of who we are and what we actually want. Start asking yourself questions. If this is not what I want right now, what will it look like? What should it look like? How will I know when I would have gotten there? How will it feel when I would have gotten there? And so self-care now becomes that thing that you need to start invest in, so that you can be nurtured back to your true self, so that you can be tuned in back to your true self. And so stop putting yourself at number 10 on the to-do list. In fact, you need to be at number 1. I read this quote just a few weeks ago, and it said, have I worked hard enough to rest. And I want to flip it. Start asking yourself, have you rested enough so that you can do your best work? Have you rested enough so that you can do your best work? Why? Because at the end of the day, you are not able to be as purposeful and as productive. Have you ever thought of a time when it has happened to me, when you would have said, okay, I'm going to sit up and get all of this work done during the night, only to feel popped down and burnt out by the following day? I don't know about you, but that has certainly happened to me. And so self-care becomes very, very important. And even while we're talking about self-care, I just launched my third book. It's on self-care. It's called Stop Chasing, Start Living: Your Mind, Body, and Spirit Self-Care Transformation Guide. And I also launched my first coaching program. It's called Soft and Successful Living. And it's really broken down as to how you can renew your mind, your body, and your spirit so that you can have lifelong success. We don't want temporary success around here. We want something that is called lifelong success. So it will allow you to live that more purposeful life, that more balanced life, and so that you can really get to that God-given purpose. And so number 3 is to align yourself with values. So how do you really liberate yourself from burnout? It really starts with self-management. It starts with self-transformation, because at the end of the day, it's really up to you. Gone are the days where you need to play the victim game and the blame game. Ultimately, it's up to you. And so you have to now re-examine your values. What are some of the things that you stand for? Get back to those things. Look at your reality map. Yes. How were you conditioned as a child? What is your current reality map? What are some of the things that you were taught? What are some of the beliefs that you had when you were growing up? It's affecting how you're operating now, and it's affecting the season that you're in now. Self-awareness, become alert to the negative conditioning. There are some things that we need to unlearn that we have learned. There are some things that we would have learned that would have affected our mindset that we need to wash our subconscious mind from. And so self-awareness now becomes very important, because it allows us to be conscious of the current state that we are in. And the next thing that you need to do is to practice emotional stability. Rise above irrespective of how you feel. How many times we would have started the good diet, or we would have started the exercise program, and at the end of the day, we neglect it. Why? Because we have lost sight of those true values. We have lost sight of the blueprint. The blueprint would have been those things that you use to navigate life. So look back at your values, what you stand for. Look back at your reality map, how you were conditioned. What are some of the things that you were predisposed to? Yes, what is your current paradigm? Self-awareness, be alert to what is going on now. I mentioned it in strategy number 1. And emotional stability, know how to manage self, know how to manage your emotion around certain things. And these are some of the things that is so very important in stopping stress and blocking burnout. Yes. And so another one is that we have to seek growth and learning. Everyone desires to grow. Everyone wants to feel like they are moving from one stage to another. Can you imagine feeling like you're in the same place like you were 3 years ago or 2 years ago? That is no good. And so when you wake up in the morning and you feel that way, it affects your self-confidence. It affects your ability to feel empowered. It affects you from getting to the next, from taking the next step, because you're feeling like you are stuck in one place. So self-growth and learning, YouTube is the biggest university. What are some of the things that you can now go ahead and learn? You have some free courses that are there. Start learning some of those free courses, because that also will allow you to be propelled. Put you one step ahead of your coworker. It will create some kind of a mindset effect where you feel like you are growing and you're developing and you're progressing and you're elevating and you're being propelled into your next season. And that in and of itself can reduce stress. Guys, the final one and the big one is that we have to embrace small steps. Sometimes we stress ourselves out too much. And I, for one, because I am the type of person who is a go-getter, I know what it is like to stress myself out. So many a times it's not anything on the exterior that is stressing us out, but we ourselves stressing ourselves. Yes, because we put so much pressure on not accomplishing the marriage or having children or getting the dream job or buying the dream house. Sometimes we stress ourselves out by those little things. And I call them little things because at the end of the day, they can be acquired if it is that we properly plan, if it is that we properly strategize. Stressing self out is not going to bring you the answer. And so a purposeful life does not happen overnight. It is not an overnight revelation. It is something that is acquired through small steps. And when you would have accomplished something through those small steps that you would have taken, then you have to now get to the place where you can joyfully celebrate, joyfully acknowledge that I was there a year ago, 5 months ago, and now I'm at this place. Guys, I don't know if you understand that stress and burnout is real. Feeling pop down is real. There are many times when I talk about pop down progress as opposed to peaceful progress. Pop down progress is very real. And at the end of the day, you don't want to get to your destination and you fall ill once you would have accomplished the goal that you worked so very hard for. You don't want to get to that place where you feel so burnt out and so stressed out, where you have to now take time off from whatever you're doing to get yourself well. Peaceful progress is the ability to go forth in life, navigate life in a way where not that you're not going to feel stressed every now and then, but you are doing it in a way that you're so conscious of the current state. And so in my third book, I speak about thinking well, eating well, resting well. I call it the TER effect. These are 3 things that we must practice on a daily basis. Think well, eat well, rest well. And that will also assist in the whole matter of not feeling stressed, not feeling like you're self-neglecting, and not feeling like you're burning out. So guys, thank you so much for joining me on this video. Thank you so much for taking the time out to watch this video. I encourage you, share in the comment, because what I want to do with this channel is that we must elevate together. We must navigate life together. We must get to the best version of ourselves together. And at the end of the day, we must manifest purpose together. Yes. So share in the comment, what are some of the self-care things that you do? What are some of the things that you do to build back yourself, to rejuvenate and re-energize and reignite yourself? Share that in the comment, and make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell, and so that you don't miss any of the video. And ensure that you also share the comment, because when persons read the comment, they'll be able to be edified as well. I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video. I'll be sharing something powerful about how you can progress both from a career level and also from a personal level. I'll see you in the next video.